Welcome to another stream, everybody. Oh, let's put some music on. Let's see here. All right. Welcome to another stream, everybody. Today's stream will be some channel stuff, and then celebrating 400 subscribers after that. So, yeah. Welcome to the stream, everybody. All right. So the first thing I wanted to go over is I've been thinking about doing launching a Patreon for people that might want to support the channel, monetarily. And yeah, I was just part of this stream is to basically to ask, for ideas of what would people like in the tiers. Like what benefits would you want? Do you like exclusive videos, exclusive live streams? And if we do exclusive live streams, like what would we do as said live streams? Yeah, stuff like that. I was thinking of probably doing to begin with 3 tiers. Probably about the basic tier would be $1, and yeah, you would get some. I don't know what to do for the bottom tier, but for like the second tier, it would be $2, and I was thinking that would be an exclusive video and maybe a live stream. Well, maybe maybe for the first tier you would do an exclusive live stream, and then the second tier would be an exclusive video, and then the third tier would be another exclusive video. So the third tier would be you would have access to the live stream and 2 exclusive videos a month. So it's pretty, I think that's a good start. Yeah, I also wonder what I should title each of these tiers, but yeah, just kind of thinking that. So if you have any ideas, you're more than welcome to chime in the comments. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to get that out of the way. So yeah, looking forward to the new year, where yeah, and also I'm also wanting an artist, because I want a new channel logo and all that stuff, because I made this with AI. I want like a nice proper art that looks good, and that I could have it be exactly what I want, as AI can be finicky. So if anybody is interested in that, you're more than welcome to say so in the comments. Yeah, but all right, let's celebrate 400 subscribers. So what I was planning on doing for that was there's this channel called Skywalker Stories that I need to share the. Share screen. This one. Sure. All right. Okay. There's this channel, Skywalker Stories, that does these like little things. There's all sorts of them. Yeah, just different characters interacting. So I figured let's watch a few of these and see if they're any good. So yeah. All right, first up, we'll watch Tales of the Star Wars Galaxy. Darth Vader and Palpatine talk about something.
There is a presence, my master. It lingers on the edge of the Force, elusive yet powerful.
I see you have felt it too. The echoes of the past. Sometimes the Force whispers of things long forgotten.
This presence is neither Jedi or Sith.
Always so curious, Lord Vader. There are truths the galaxy is not yet ready to face. Legends, myths even, of those who once walked the delicate balance between light and dark.
You speak of Revan, and another, a shadow that lingers.
Revan, a name that has not been uttered in millennia. A warrior who embodied both the strength of the Jedi and the cunning of the Sith. But do not let such tales distract you. Revan's legacy is nothing more than a cautionary fable.
Revan fell to the dark side and returned to the light. And yet, there is more to this presence. It is not just Revan.
The presence you feel is likely a fragment, an echo of another. One who once stood beside Revan, a manipulator, a philosopher. Kreia she was called, or as the Sith knew her, Darth Traya.
I have heard the name in ancient texts, a master of betrayal and deception. Why would her presence stir now?
The Force is not so easily understood, Lord Vader. Traya was one who sought to destroy the Force itself, to sever the galaxy from its ceaseless grip. Her ambition was unparalleled, yet her story ended in failure, as all such ambitions do.
And yet their echoes remain. Revan, Traya, their existence defied the order of things, did it not?
You are bold to question, my apprentice. But do not mistake shadows for substance. Even the greatest of Sith are bound to the will of the Force. Revan's defiance, Traya's heresy. They were aberrations. They thought themselves above the Force, and they paid for their arrogance.
You speak as though you fear them.
Fear them? No, Lord Vader. They are relics, reminders of what the Sith have overcome. You and I, we are the culmination of their failures. The true heirs to the power they sought, but could never wield.
If they were to rise again, what would you do?
If they were to rise, they would learn the folly of challenging me. But you need not concern yourself with ghosts, my apprentice. Your focus should remain on the living, on the boy.
Luke.
He is the key to ensuring the Sith's dominion over the galaxy. Do not let your thoughts wander to ancient myths. The future is what matters, not the past.
As you wish, my master.
Revan, Traya, their shadows endure, and they may yet serve my design.
All right. That's a pretty good one. Interesting concept. All right, let's pick another one. Yoda and Qui-Gon Jinn talk about Luke. Sure. Let's do that one.
Unexpected this visit is. Long it has been.
Too long, old friend. I sensed your doubt. It called me here.
Doubt, yes. Clouded the path has become Luke. Strong he is, but reckless. Too much like his father, I fear.
He is like Anakin, yes. But he is not Anakin. The boy carries the same fire, the same potential. But his heart, it is different. He can succeed where Anakin faltered.
Succeed? Dangerous. His training has been fear, anger, attachments, paths to the dark side. These are.
And yet, it is those very attachments that give him strength. His compassion for his friends, his belief in the good of others.
Seen it, I have. But the shadow of Vader looms. Strong, the darkness is. Consumes, it does. Once fallen, forever it binds.
No, not forever. The Force binds all things, yes, but it also allows for redemption. Luke's path is not to destroy Vader. It is to save him.
Save him. Impossible, that is. Consumed by the dark side, Anakin was. More machine than man he has become.
And yet beneath that machine, the man remains. The Force still flows through him. I have seen it, Yoda. Luke will reach him. He will not fall to the same darkness.
Certain of this are you. The future, always in motion, it is.
It is. But the Force is clear on this. Luke's destiny is intertwined with his father's. Where we fail to bring balance, he will succeed. He will confront the darkness, not with hatred, but with hope.
Hope, a fragile thing it is, and yet powerful.
It is the only thing that can break the cycle. The Jedi fell because we lost sight of that. We became warriors, enforcers. Luke, he is different. He is not the Jedi of old. He is something new, something better.
Different he is. True, that may be. But ready he is not.
None of us were ever truly ready, Yoda. Not you, not me, not even Anakin. The Force doesn't call on those who are ready. It calls on those who are needed.
Needed he is. Much rests on his shoulders. Too much, perhaps.
He is stronger than you think. He will rise to the challenge. He will face his father, and in doing so, he will bring balance, not through destruction, but through compassion.
Balance, promised it was, delivered it may yet be.
Through Luke, and through the hope he carries. Trust in him, old friend. The Force does.
Trust, I must, for the future of all.
May the Force be with you.
Well, that was pretty good. Although the Yoda wasn't that good. Alright. Fix Darth Vader's voice and store us out in the Tales of the Galaxy. Revan and Kreia turn to put something or other. Revan speaks to Anakin. Sure. Why not?
You're strong, Skywalker. But strength without clarity is a storm waiting to break.
Whatever you think you know doesn't concern me.
It should. Because the path you're on is one I know well. I've walked it, felt the weight of it, and seen the destruction it leaves behind.
You don't know anything about me.
I know the anger that drives you. The need to prove yourself, to protect what you love. But that same fire, if left unchecked, will burn everything you hold dear.
You think you can judge me? The Jedi gave me a purpose, gave me the strength to fight for what's right.
The Jedi gave you rules and fear disguised as wisdom. They taught you to deny parts of yourself, to cage your instincts, and call it control. But what happens when the cage breaks? Do you truly understand the prophecy they've chained to your name? This chosen one they've pinned their hopes on. Do you even believe it?
Doesn't matter what I believe. The Jedi believe in it. I have a duty to fulfill.
a duty imposed by those too afraid to act themselves. They hide behind you, Skywalker, because they know the balance they preach is a fragile lie. They've twisted you into their toy, not their equal.
What would you have me do? Turn my back on them? Let the galaxy descend into chaos?
The galaxy is chaos. The Jedi merely blind themselves to it, thinking their light will keep the darkness at bay. But the Force isn't light or dark. It's both. Always both. Balance isn't purity, Skywalker. It's understanding. It's control.
You talk about balance, but all I've seen is death and war.
Because you are trapped in their game. The Jedi, the Sith, the Republic, the Separatists, they're all playing the same board. And you're the piece both sides fight to control. How many lives have you saved that were lost again to the next battle? How many victories have you won that meant nothing the moment the next war began? I've seen what lies ahead. The Jedi's blindness will lead to their fall. The darkness will sweep over the galaxy, and you will stand at its center, holding the blade that casts the longest shadow.
I would never let the darkness consume me.
You think it will ask for your permission? The darkness doesn't take. It waits. It waits for the moment you doubt, the moment you hesitate, the moment you lose yourself in anger or fear. And then it owns you.
And what would you have me do? Abandon everything? Betray the Jedi? Is that the answer you offer?
I offer nothing but truth. The Force doesn't demand allegiance, Skywalker. It doesn't care about your Jedi or your Sith. It exists as it is, chaotic, unyielding, and infinite. Your purpose isn't to follow their rules. It's to understand the Force, to master it, not as a Jedi, not as a Sith, but as yourself. You're surrounded by shadows. Some you see, some you refuse to see. Sidious watches you, even now, weaving his web, waiting for the moment he can pull the strings he's already tied around your destiny.
What do you know about Sidious?
Enough to know he is patient, and when he strikes, it will not be with a blade. It will be with promises, with whispers, with the weight of your own doubts. He sees in you what I see, potential. But where I see a chance for balance, he sees a tool for control.
Oh, that was a pretty good one. All right, let's scroll through a little bit. Revan speaks to Luke. Count Dooku haunts Darth Vader. Darth Vader encounters Mace Windu. Yeah. So I've linked this channel in the description. So you can go check it out on your own time if you would like. Yeah, some of these are really cool. All right, let's do this one.
Darth Bane, the architect of our survival. How poetic that your wisdom endures, even as your flesh has long since faded.
Survival? Is that what you call this? Clinging to life in shadows, whispering in the ears of cowards and sycophants?
A curious sentiment from one who forged the rule of two. Did you not decree that the Sith must embrace subtlety, striking from the dark to preserve our strength,
Subtlety is a means to an end, not an end itself. I envisioned a dynasty of strength, where the apprentice would overthrow the master, not with treachery, but with power undeniable. Tell me, Sidious, does your rule honor my vision, or has the Sith become diluted?
Your rule of two was necessary, a refinement of chaos into purpose. But you bound us to the whims of lineage. One master, one apprentice. What of ambition? What of the inevitable stagnation when one fails to rise? I have transcended your vision, Bane. The Sith no longer endure. They reign.
Reign. You sit on a throne of illusions, your empire built on borrowed time. The Jedi may have fallen, but their memory endures. The galaxy remembers the light. Tell me, what happens when you fall, Sidious? What happens to the Sith then?
And what did your death bring, Bane? Did your apprentice's blade honor your creed? Or did she falter as you failed to teach her the true meaning of the dark side? The rule of two is not a guarantee. It is a challenge. A master must inspire their apprentice to surpass them. And the apprentice must seize that mantle with ferocity. It is not a failure of the rule. It is a failure of those who wield it.
Perhaps. But tell me this. What does your vision demand of the apprentice? To plot endlessly in secret, waiting for the master to grow weak? Or to challenge boldly, risking their own destruction? You speak of ambition, Sidious, yet your reign allows none. You hoard power as if it were your lifeblood, and your apprentice, Vader, stagnates in your shadow.
You misunderstand my apprentice. Vader's role is not to rise, but to ensure my eternal dominion. He is my weapon, a tool honed to precision. Ambition is useful, but loyalty is eternal.
Eternal. Nothing in the dark side is eternal, Sidious. Not loyalty, not power. The Sith thrive on conflict, not complacency. Without the hunger, the struggle, the fire, what are we but shadows mimicking the Jedi's complacency?
And yet here I stand, Bane. I have accomplished what you could not. The annihilation of the Jedi, the subjugation of the galaxy. If the Sith are shadows, then I am the eclipse that blots out the light. Your rule of two was a foundation, but I have built an empire. I am the culmination of our creed.
Culmination, or hubris. Beware, for the dark side is not a loyal master. It will consume you as it consumed me, and another will rise from your ashes. That is the way of the Sith, the only way.
Perhaps, but that is a lesson for another time, and another apprentice.
Yeah, all right. That was a pretty good one. Really interesting. All right. Well, I think that's enough of those. So yeah, go check out Skywalker Stories. When you get a spare moment, there's loads of them. Stuff with Luke and Vader and all sorts of stuff. You know, there's quite a few. All right. Let's go back. Okay. Well, yeah. So hopefully that was something interesting. So yeah. Well, thanks for everyone who watched. Yeah. It's going to be a short one today. I don't have anything else. So yeah, thanks for everyone who watched. And then see you next time for Clone Wars Season 4. Goodbye.